का बनता है, इसको हीट करके मोल्ड कर देते हैं। पहले फुट पे नेगेटिव प्लास्टर लगाया, फिर उसमें प्लास्टर के मोल्ड में पॉजिटिव प्लास्टर भर दिया, उसके बाद उसकी बोनी पॉइंट्स पे थोड़ा थोड़ा प्लास्टर लगा के उनको रिलीफ दे दिया, और फिर उसके ऊपर ये बॉयल इसको हीट करके पीवीसी को लपेट दिया, तो उससे ये जो है ये बन जाता है। दिस बिकम्स अ पीवीसी। ये पीवीसी मोल्ड है। अब इसमें एक जॉइंट है, ये जॉइंट क्या करता है, ये फुट ड्रॉप रोकेगा, फुट ड्रॉप रोकेगा पर डॉर्सीफ्लेक्शन अलाउ कर देगा। तो जब उकड़ू बैठेगा आदमी, he can squat, because in squatting the shin or the tibia is inclined forward, so it permits dorsiflexion. This type of check is called as posterior check. Here the check is posterior. So anterior check for calcaneus and posterior check for equinus or foot drop. ये याद ऐसे रहेगा कि AC alternating current, therefore you'll remember anterior check for calcaneus. Okay? तो ये एंकल में एंटीरियर पोस्टीरियर चेक का हिसाब है, ये PVC का हिसाब है। दिस इज द मोल्डिंग ऑफ द आर्च, दिस इज द मोल्डिंग ऑफ द आर्च। इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज वेल्वॉयड इंसोल। देखो छू के देखो, ये मीडियल साइड पे आर्च सपोर्ट है। This is also called as valvoid insole. ठीक है। एक यहाँ पे कभी कभी जो है जब केवस होता है तो उसको डॉर्सीफ्लेक्स करने के लिए यहाँ पे एक बार होता है, जैसे इसमें थोड़ा सा है, यू कैन फील द बार। दिस इज कॉल्ड एज मेटाटार्सल बार। सो इट इज टू टेक ऑफ वेट फ्रॉम द fractured metatarsal. It is to correct cavus, and it is to transfer the weight from toes to proximal. ठीक है, so this is metatarsal bar. Okay, so you have a joint, you have a check, it can be anterior check or a posterior check, or there can be a solid ankle, and this type of molding is called as foot ankle orthosis. Okay, then this is a strap, this is a velcro strap which holds this onto the leg. This is an upright, and you will find in some uprights there are two uprights and there are holes. So when you put a prosthesis in a child and the height increases, you can slide the uprights on each other and increase the length of the leg or the thigh. The most important thing about it is that the axis of the knee should be exactly the same as the axis of the opposite side, and this is called as knee lock. This is called as locked knee. These are called as uprights. All right. Then you have this strap. This strap has got a flare here. Now this flare is for weight bearing on the ischial weight bearing. So it is weight bearing on the ischial tuberosity. So whatever weight comes from here, this place, it is transferred to the ischial tuberosity. And this particular prosthesis is called as partial weight bearing because it only transmits a part of the weight. Supposing there was a shoe here, then the limb ends here, and if this shoe is being pulled at this foot point by a spring, then the weight is being totally transferred from the foot to the ischial tuberosity, and there is actually a traction on the leg. So that is a full weight bearing, full ischial weight bearing caliper or brace or orthotic device. Right? If there is no ischial flare, then the prosthesis, then this cuff This is called as above knee cuff. This is called as above knee cuff. Then this above knee cuff would be lower, so that when the upper edge of the cuff would not strike against the inguinal region. Alright, it will prevent some amount of flexion, especially the amount of flexion that is needed in the swing phase, because that is why there is this concave. Okay, so there can be a AK cuff top caliper, there can be a ischial weight bearing caliper, and there can be a caliper which is a cuff top caliper with a pelvic belt. And there can be a caliper where there is a hip joint also. So hip joint would permit flexion. Supposing there is a darji, he wants to flex the knee and sit on a chair. So you'll have to put a joint in the hip region. So these are the part of this caliper. Okay, your viva can be anywhere. Your viva can be on foot drop. It can be on foot drop. It can be on. This is called as calf band. This is called as calf band, and there can be a thigh band also, and there can be a patellar strap to correct genu recurvature. Because a calf band and a thigh band would push the thigh and the calf forward. A patellar strap would push the patella backwards. So these are the parts of this process.
So can you just tell the full name of it?
Yes, so you have to prescribe it. Okay, so you will prescribe it in this manner. You will say above knee ischial weight bearing caliper with no hip joint, knee joint with lock, foot ankle orthosis with posterior check and valgoid insole and metatarsal bar. Whatever are the components, you will prescribe it in exactly the same manner. Alright? And of course, all the time you are thinking about what movement or deformity you have to correct. And this is a passive orthosis. This is a passive orthosis. It would not substitute for power loss. But then there are orthoses which substitute for power loss also. And they have spring like this. So they will sort of help extend the knee. Now this is a solid ankle. Alright. This is a shoe with a valgoid insole. Feel it? And a Thomas's crooked elongated heel. This is called a TCE heel. So it has a valgoid insole, TCE heel. So that you want to pronate the forefoot and supinate the hindfoot so that the arch develops. समझ गए? Medial heel wedge raise होगा. Medial heel wedge raise है, right? So the hindfoot would supinate and the forefoot would pronate, and therefore there will be an arch. See? Alright? And then what will happen, that the bowstring structures would get contracted and the arch will be maintained, hopefully. So you don't give a valgoid insole till above 5 years, because valgoid insole is passive correction of flat foot.
It is used for flat foot.
Huh?
Flat foot.
फ्लैट फुट का ही तो है. आर्च इंक्रीज करने का तरीका है, पर टिल द चाइल्ड इज स्मॉल, इफ यू आस्क हिम टू वॉक विथ इन्वर्जन or use the intrinsic muscles, or you place the heel in inversion and forefoot in pronation, then the bowstring structures will become contracted and the arch may be maintained. So initial method is medial heel wedge raise with TCE heel. But then later on you may have to support the arch by giving a convexity on the medial side, which is called as valgoid insole. But valgoid insole is also associated with medial heel wedge raise at TCE. Okay, so this is medial heel wedge raise and TCE. This is a typical posterior. But then there is one thing very important about it. There is an outside iron and inside T-strap. Right? There will be a strap which will connect this to this. Outside iron would prevent valgus. Inside T-strap again will prevent valgus. You are pulling from this side, pushing from this side, and there is a posterior chain, so it prevents foot drop. And there is a open shoe. And to hold the foot, to hold this foot, to hold the heel in the socket, you have a strap here. All right? Okay. There is the Denisis split, 60-degree internal rotation. You know about this. This is the valgoid insole. Insole, which is valgoid. So the shoe has an insole, a midsole, and a outsole. Then there is a cervical collar. This is a foot ankle orthosis. Again, you have a hole here so that you can see that the heel is sitting here. Because sometimes the child may still do equinus in this. Okay? Cervical collar. Okay? एक भी prosthesis नहीं है. There is no prosthesis. This is a lumbosacral corset. And these are the right and left bars, lumbosacral bars. And these are the straps. And here is the Velcro. So there is two types of support, the Velcro and the straps. And this Velcro has elasticity. Alright, so it prevents movement of abdominal wall. Alright, it has got elasticity here, see? Okay. You will be able to describe these at least. Okay? And then of course this opens up the discussion of that case. अगर तुम्हें हिजो posterior check दिखा रहा है तो मैं foot drop पूछेगा. Then he will ask you. Okay? Anything else? Finished?